so here's how you graph number 15. Those two parameters, they set your divide line. So I have a divide line at x equals -1. When I look at this parameter, that says x is less than, so that top one is going to be my graph on the left side, and that has a negative slope, so I do anticipate that top one going downhill. And this bottom one says it's greater than, so therefore that will be on the right side. That has a positive slope, and I anticipate that one going uphill. So the one on the left is -x minus 4. You are allowed to use x values that are less than -1. My first value is always my divide line number, so I will use -1, and then I'll use -2 and -3. So when I plug it in, I have -1 minus 4. Negative is +1. I get a -3 right there. When I plug -2 in, that negative becomes +2. 2 minus 4 is -2. And then when x is -3, that turns into 3 minus 4, which is -1. Since that parameter is less than, I know that I'm going to have an open circle there. -1, -3, -2, -2, -3, -1. So this is a negative slope, and when you read a graph from left to right, it is going downhill. So that one looks good to me. On the next one, you're going to use 2x minus 1, and your x values are greater than or equal to -1. So I'm going to plug -1 in, and then values bigger than that, 0 and 1. So 2 times -1 minus 1, -2 minus 1 is -3. And when x is 0, that's 0 minus 1 is -1, 2 minus 1 is 1. That parameter says that it's equal, so I'm going to have a closed circle right there. So I have another point at -1, -3, so that kind of looks like a mess right there. So I guess that's one of the reasons why I do open and closed words, because sometimes it's really hard to tell. Plot my points and connect the dots. So this is a positive slope, and when I read the green one, that is going uphill, and so that one looks good. Your domain is going to be -infinity to infinity, and when I'm trying to find the range, it kind of looks like an absolute value, and so the lowest y value that I have here is at -3, and so your range is going -3 up to infinity, and technically I should have some brackets there. So I hope this helps. I'll send you another video on 16 in a minute.